So let's begin writing the formula. The first part is the primary incentive, which we have already learned before, and for that we have created these cells and these format. The first part is sales target, the second is actual sales, third is achievement percentage, fourth is the commission percentage. This is where we write the formula, and fourth is the actual commission calculation. So these two cells we have created currency formatting. So we have chosen this, and if you wish you can keep the decimal places, otherwise you can reduce by using this particular shortcut here. The third one is, and the fourth one is percentage formatting, and we can either use the drop down option or we directly click here for the percentage. For achievement, it is always better to have one more level of decimal place to identify the exact achievement level, as we discussed in our session for calculating simple incentive structure. And the last one is actual commission that we calculate. So here the achievement percentage formula is very simple. It is actual divided by sales target. This particular commission structure is what we learned in previous session, and if you want to understand this, please go through the first two sessions of creating simple sales incentive structure, and there I have explained it in detail. So we will not go through that once again. And the actual commission calculation is nothing but multiplication of actual sales achievement, which is this, and commission structure. So this is how we calculate the commission for the first part, which is pretty simple. This we have already learned how to do that, so I'm not spending much time here. The booster part, which is focus product sale, once again we have target. Let's say the salesperson has out of 100,000 sales target overall, he has to sell at least 30,000 worth of focus product, and here is his actual sales figure. Achievement level is again actual divided by target, which is 96.667. Commission structure, here the eligibility criteria is minimum 90% of the overall sales and 80% of the focus sales target should have been achieved. If he does that, he gets 3% of focus sales amount. So condition is, if, let me double click on this and come here. So here you see we have used AND condition here. This is the condition. If D22, which is the primary sales achievement percentage, is greater than or equal to 90%, comma, and this is within AND. D28, which is the achievement of focus sales target, is greater than or equal to 80%, then he gets 3%, otherwise 0%. Let me delete this and write it once again so that you see it. I'm going to write if, and it follows with AND. So we are having a logical test which is AND. This percentage is greater than or equal to 90%, comma. The second condition for AND is this percentage for focus sales achievement is greater than or equal to 80%, bracket complete. This completes our logical test for this particular booster. If answer to this is yes or true, then he gets 3% commission, otherwise 0% commission, and we close the if bracket. So once again, the logical test, which is AND, within if, what needs to be done if this is true, and otherwise this is what needs to be done. So that's how we complete the if statement, and he gets 3% because he has achieved more than 80% here and more than 90% here. Okay, coming to the third booster, which is receivables. Now the conditions for receivable is 100% of overall sales target, and the less than 5% of the payments from customer should have been overdue for more than 60 days. So we are considering two figures here. One, what is the amount received in less than 30 days for that particular period for the sale done in that particular period? And second, receivables amount received in more than 60 days for the sale done in the period for which incentive is calculated. So let's say these are the two figures. The person has achieved 99,000 overall sales, out of which he received 40,000 within 30 days, and 5,000 payment was received in more than 60 days. So this amounts to 45,000. and remaining amount of difference between 99 and 45,000, which is 54,000, was received anywhere between 30 to 60 days. So this is the breakup of his receivables. Under this situation, what condition do we write? First of all, we have to check the percentage of the amount received in more than 60 days as compared to the total sales amount, which is 99,000, which happens to be more than 5%, just above 5%. Okay, so he gets 0% commission, and the condition written is D22, which is this, is more than or equal to 100%, and D34, which is this, is less than 5%, then he gets 2%, otherwise 0%. Let me write this again. If open bracket, and we write the condition, and this percentage should be greater than or equal to 100%, comma, the second condition to be satisfied is this percentage should be less than 5%, and bracket closed. If this and condition is satisfied, then he should get 2% commission, otherwise 0% commission. And finally, to calculate the 2%, we have to use the amount received in less than or equal to 30 days. So it will be, I'll delete this and write it again, it will be this amount multiplied by the percentage here. Okay, so let's say this amount is just 4,000 here. So he becomes eligible for this particular condition. However, he is not achieved 100%. So let's put this 100% for our checking purpose. Whenever you write a formula, you have to check the formula by inserting various possible conditions. So here we are now creating a condition where he has achieved 100% and he is achieved the commissions criteria for receivables also, and there you go, he gets 2% commission, which is $800. So this is how you cross check if statement. And finally, the team sales target. Let's say there are 5 people and the total sales target is 500. The sales target for this particular salesperson is 100,000. He has achieved his target. The team has achieved their own target, irrespective of whether all 5 people have achieved or 4 of them have overachieved, because of which the team has achieved the target. So in this particular case, the salesperson is eligible to get even this booster, which is 1% of his amount. And what is that? So D22 greater than or equal to 100%, and D40, which is this, should be greater than or equal to 100%. And in that case, the commission is 1%, otherwise 0%. And the final commission would be addition of all these 4 layers is equal to, we are going to select this first by clicking, then we type plus, then we click here to select this cell, type plus, we click here to select the cell plus, and we click here and hit enter. So this is the total commission earned by the salesperson if he meets the criteria for all the 3 boosters as well as his primary incentive.